Top story this morning is HSBC. Right now, thousands of families in Western New York are waiting for word on the future of their jobs. HSBC employs 5,000 people right here in Western New York, and the company is in the middle of making a major announcement right now that could impact those 5,000 jobs here in Western New York. We aren't expected to hear the details about Western New York until around 10 this morning, but we are all, of course, hoping for good news, and we will bring you any updates. We're going to cut in live if we have to. This is a big one.
It certainly is. HSBC is one of the largest employers here in Western New York. A lot of families depend on this company for their jobs with children. And will they have to relocate? Will they even be offered jobs? We should also note that in the announcement from London this morning, officials did say that the changes that they are implementing will affect upstate New York. They wouldn't give any further details, and as you said, they are going to give those details at a 10 o'clock meeting that starts here, and we will air that on our website throughout the day.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on this morning, here's a question. Would you let your child lie about how old they are to get a Facebook page? You're not going to believe this. Facebook actually has an age policy requiring users to be at least 13. A new survey from Consumer Reports found 7.5 million Facebook users younger than 13 years old. 5 million of those are under the age of 10. The survey also found that most parents seem unconcerned with their children's account. My kids, 13 and 10, our 13-year-old is hounding us to get a Facebook page. Several of our friends do, but we said, you know what? Everyone you need to be in touch with is really right there. You've got your cell phone. We don't want her to. You have to monitor if you're going to be allowing your children to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a big process for parents to think about and to stay with it. I mean, you can allow your kid to have that Facebook page. You want to friend them. We've got some tips coming up later in the show we're going to talk about, of course, for parents that do allow their kids to, log on to Facebook.
That's right. Yeah. But, the key is you have to stay on top of it, and that's pretty difficult.
And like you said, when you're 13, 10, all of your friends are usually at school, so
right.
You don't
You're
really
not going to get in touch with somebody that's
just yet,
down the street.
Yeah, right.
Okay. If you're asking who's your daddy now, there's a newer, easier, cheaper way to do it. DNA paternity tests are now available over the counter at pharmacies across New York State, not just New York City. New York had required a doctor's or attorney's authorization to get a paternity test and a witness for the process. Now it's going to be faster, easier, cheaper for people to access the results. But we're going to qualify this. Now, here are some of the details. You still have to go to a doctor or an attorney. You still have to have a witness witness the process. You have some news about whether it is
Yeah, you said faster, easier, cheaper. Usually those things mean less reliable. I've been just doing quick internet searches here and there. A lot of people say even the results of these over-the-counter tests won't even hold up in court in some cases. So they're probably convenient, and usually things that are easier aren't as reliable. So we'll see what the results will be like. I mean, I think...
On the flip side, they are saying that if somebody can't afford it, it's going to save you several $100s. A test kit is about $30, and then to get the lab fee, it's about $150. Then you have to go and pay the lawyer's fees or whatever, but it's still several $100s cheaper. Sure. But if it doesn't hold up in court, what's the point?
Oh, there you go.
Okay, some kids may wish, they always say, why'd you name me that? I want to change my name. Can you believe this? There are a growing number of parents who actually regret the name that they chose for their child. A British study found that 1 in 5, that's 20% of parents, regret what they named their children. Some wish they'd chosen a less popular name, while others say the novelty of a quirky name wore off. 15% of parents regret the name they picked because it gets laughed at by friends and family, like maybe Apple or Dweezil. Dweezil Zappa.
Dweezil or Brooklyn,
you got to run,
soccer player.
Right. Our kids, we named them Misa and Gray. Misa's after, she's my middle name. It's, that's part of our heritage. And Gray, we couldn't decide on a boy's name. So my brother-in-law suggested that. We liked it. We agreed.
I don't know. I had a slight problem. My brother's got this really long, nice Italian name, Gianfranco, and it's spelled with a G, and I got Joe. So there you go.
Retired.
But I suppose,
second child.
Right. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. But I could see, parents regret a lot of decisions, I'm sure,
They sure do. But gosh, 1 in 5, that's 20% of them regret.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.